Hello, welcome to Tricky IELTS. I hope you'll be fine. This video is for those individuals who want to secure higher band in IELTS speaking module. I am going to share some essential steps which will enable you to get desired band in IELTS speaking. Do not skip the video. If you do so, you may miss an essential step. Keep in mind, in IELTS speaking, you will be assessed on the following parameters: fluency and coherence, grammatical range and accuracy, lexical resources, and pronunciation. So all these parameters hold same marks. So the first step which I'm going to share with you is keep talking and expand your answers. In order to achieve 25% marks in fluency, you have to keep talking. You have to expand your answer. Whenever the examiner asks questions, so you have to expand your answer. How you will expand your answer? I'm going to give you an example. Keep in mind, it is very important to speak in a fluent manner without hesitation. Try to elaborate the question as much as you can, because in IELTS speaking your score goes up when you say more. As you know that the examiner is going to assess your fluency level, so you have to give elaborated answer. For example, if the examiner asks you a question, what is your job? Most students they answer like this, that I'm a student or I'm a teacher, which due to which they get less band. So you have to give good answer like this, that I'm working as the managing director of a large marketing company. I have been working for this firm for the past 3 years. The firm management employed me in order to make and implement strategy that will surely enhance their sales and production in a short span of time. So you have to elaborate the answer. If you elaborate the answer, you will be able to secure higher band. Another example, that are there any disadvantages to shopping on the internet? So some students they will answer like this, that yes, sure, there are many demerits of shopping on the internet because it is not easy for everyone, which is not acceptable. Means you will be awarded less band. And if you want to secure higher band, you have to give good answers like this, that I believe that buying something online can be challenging for various reasons. To begin with, it is difficult to determine whether the clothes or shoes you intended to purchase online will fit and suit you. Whereas purchasing these items in offline store can address this issue. Secondly, returning something online is also a difficult task that requires a considerable amount of time. There is no doubt that in online shopping, we share credentials, which is more than a risk because frequently online sites have been hacked and we can lose a huge amount easily. It is crystal clear that buying something online can optimally affect local businesses because no one will visit shops in their local area. So you have to give good answers, due to which you will be able to secure higher band in fluency parameter. The second step which I am going to share with you is use a range of grammatical structures. Keep in mind, if you want to secure higher band in grammatical range and accuracy, you have to use a variety of structures. How you will use variety of structure? The best way to do this is paraphrase the question. How you will paraphrase the question? The best way to impress the examiner in a rewarding way is to paraphrase the question immediately. Try to answer the question in the same model or helping word in order to avoid grammatical mistake. If the examiner is asking question, try to target the helping or model verb in which the examiner is asking question. For example, would you like to visit famous places? Now the examiner is asking question and the examiner is using model verb would. So you have to answer means in the same model verb like this: since my childhood I explored countless places and I would like to. Then you should elaborate your answer. Now if you just compare that, I have used the same model verb which was used by the examiner. Another example: why do you want to go to foreign country? Now the examiner is asking question. In present desire means the examiner used verb want to. So I will answer in the same manner, like I want to explore foreign country due to various reasons. So whenever you want to get rid of grammatical mistake, you have to answer in the same model or helping verb. Try to listen to the examiner carefully and try to target the model or helping verb which he or she is using. So you have to answer in the same model or helping verb. It will help you and it will reduce the chances of committing grammatical mistakes. So try to answer in the same model or helping verb. Use less common word. Keep in mind, in order to secure 25% marks in your IELTS speaking module, you have to use less common words. The examiner wants you to use less common vocabulary. For example, most students they are using common words due to which they secure less band. So try to use less common words and try to use collocation. Happy, blissfully happy. Disappointed, optimally disappointed. Good, rewarding. Interesting, fascinating. So whenever you are using interesting, try to use fascinating. If you are using good, try to use rewarding. So if you use less common words, you will be awarded 25% marks of your total band score in IELTS speaking module. So try to learn words regarding common topics like hometown, family, education, technology. If you learn at least 5 words for each topic, you will be able to secure 25% marks in IELTS speaking, which will be awarded on behalf of lexical resources. Remember, nobody is perfect. Keep in mind, most students they feel hesitation and they're thinking that if we make mistakes, we will be awarded less band. So do not speak slow. If you speak slow, it will highlight your mistakes. If the examiner highlight your mistakes, so you'll face problems by getting less band. So what you will have to do not speak slowly because of making mistake. If you speak slowly, so your mistakes will be more obvious, which will affect your score. Do not speak too slow as well as too loud. The examiner will expect you to make mistake. If you make mistakes, correct it and move on. It's totally normal. In IELTS speaking, whenever you are making mistake, don't worry about that. You should move on whenever you make mistake, and you means you remember that yeah, I just made here a mistake, so you try to correct. If you can't correct, move on. Don't worry about the mistakes. Use cohesive devices. Whenever you are appearing in IELTS speaking module, try to learn less common cohesive devices. It is more than essential to use various expressions and phrases in the beginning of your answer. It will help you to generate ideas and remember words. For example, if the examiner asks you a question and you don't know the answer of that question, means you are a bit confused and you're required to think about for a few seconds. So try to use less common phrases and expression. It will enhance your band score in a short span of time. This is a current topic in my country. For example, the examiner asks you a question and you want to means to think about the question for a few seconds. So you have to start with a phrase or expression. This is a current topic in my question. I suppose it depends on individual opinion according to my good understanding. So try to use cohesive devices whenever you are confused and you are unable to speak about the question which the examiner asked. Practice. Keep in mind, before the real exam, try to practice as much as you can. Mainly target tenses. Be very careful to not use present tense instead of past. Mostly students they get confused because they have no practice. So whenever you are going to appear in the real exam, try to practice as much as you can, and especially target tenses. And tenses try to target present indefinite and past indefinite, because most students commit mistake in present and past. Whenever the examiner asks you a question like this, where did you spend your childhood? So the students they will ask like this, that I spent my childhood. Where the correct one is, I spent my childhood. He goes, I go. So try to work on subject verb agreement and try to practice. How you will practice? You should record your voice and try to find out mistakes in your recording. You should take me the piece of paper and select common topics. For example, there is a common topic like technology, computer, internet. Try to speak on a particular topic and record your voice. After recording your voice, then stop recording and try to listen to your recording and point out mistakes which you committed. So if you highlight or find out mistakes in your recording, then means you will be able to highlight that where I am facing problems. I am facing problems due to lexical resources. I am facing problem due to grammar. You will be able to find out your weak areas. So if you practice for at least 20 or 25 days, you will be able to secure a 7 band in a easy manner. Try to use these tips which I shared with you in your IELTS speaking module, and I'm sure that you will be awarded desired band in IELTS speaking. Thank you for watching.